Joining me now is a Democratic Congresswoman from the state of North Carolina, Kathy Manning. Congresswoman, thanks for being here on the Hill. You were standing next to your colleague when that happened, and there was some chatter on social media when that was going about as to whether or not you might have been shaking your head. Do you agree with what he said there?
I agree that every member of our Democratic caucus has called out the gruesome nature of what happened, and it's undeniable that what the Hamas terrorists did was barbaric, was unacceptable, and has to be condemned by everyone. I do believe our colleagues have condemned that. We do have some diversity in our caucus.
Diversity in your caucus. Here's Congresswoman Cori Bush, quote, "As part of achieving a just and lasting peace, we must do our part to stop this violence and trauma by ending U.S. government support for Israeli military occupation and apartheid." That is certainly, I guess, diversity of thought would be one way to put it, but I think many would look at that comment and push back on it. What would you say to her?
I could not disagree with her more strongly. I think she is wrong on that issue, and she knows that I disagree with her.
Okay. So there was this all-House member briefing earlier today. You got some information from the Biden administration. What did you learn? What was sort of your takeaway? If you could talk to our audience at home right now and say, "This is what I was told," what would you want them to know?
Well, we all know what the president said yesterday, which is that he and the United States stand unequivocally shoulder to shoulder with Israel, that we are doing everything we can to support the state of Israel, and the things we learned this morning confirm that. We learned what efforts are being made to make sure that we help provide Israel with what they need to win this war against this gruesome terrorist group. We learned that all efforts will be made to make sure that Americans are safe and to bring Americans back home.
Congresswoman, there's obviously the issue of Iran and who's willing to draw a straight line to Iran and not. Coming out of that meeting today, here was one of your colleagues on both the Democratic and Republican side, and I'll get your reaction on the other side of it.
Iran has clearly been funneling funds to Hamas, Hezbollah, and Islamic jihadist groups throughout Syria, Iraq, and the broader Middle East and North Africa. There is, I think, no indications as of right now that Iranian leadership were directly puppeteering this attack. But I do have confidence in the administration and their ability to ensure that Americans who are in Israel who want to leave are going to be able to.
You can't even put a resolution on the floor condemning what took place because we're that dysfunctional. That dysfunction has made the United States and the world less safe.
Is Iran behind this, as you see it, Congresswoman?
There is no question that Iran is the global state sponsor of terrorism. There is no question that they have been training and funding terrorist groups like Hamas and Hezbollah and others for years and years. I agree with Representative Auchincloss that we don't currently have evidence that Iran was behind this specific attack, but that may change in the future.
All right, I have to leave it there. Congresswoman Manning from North Carolina, thank you for being here on the Hill. Appreciate your time. Hope you come on back.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.